this a lifetime contract, and are you going to commit to it?
No, sir. What is the contract? Like I said, I want to give credit to Dr. Capilouto, Mitch, Mark Hill, the administration who made it, all come together. And I was very happy with what we finally came out with.
It's a part of the investment that Kentucky's made in football the last few years. It's paying their assistant coaches. Just how big a deal is that building programs to make sure they invest in guys like you around?
I talked to one of the top coaches in college football last night, and he said, he was very just watched us and said, you guys really got that thing going, and then for Kentucky to make the investment, to keep me here, he said, you guys are really going in the right direction. He said, it says a lot about your administration, and like I said, I want to thank them guys for being supportive and stepping up to keep me here.
Okay, next question, Darryl.
How much did the fact that you've already invested so many years in here play into the fact that you're just now at that point where you might reap at it and starting over there?
Yeah, it was hard. When you sit in a lot of living rooms with parents, sometimes that don't mean something to some coaches. To me, it really weighed heavy on me. A lot of the guys I recruited, a lot of the guys were texting me, we say we're a family atmosphere here, and that did play a big part. And also this community played a big part. Normally, I don't think guys really pay attention to that stuff, but it really was the people in this community too. Just the support. I gotta say, texting and dealing with my daughter while she's in school, I thought that was a little crazy, but I just told her, I said, this is a fan base of what the fan base is, and I really think this football fan base is really getting strong. I really believe that.
Derek?
How close are you with Mel Tucker, and how hard was it to turn it down?
It was very, very, very hard. We were very close. It was very hard, but I'm also close to the redhead guy too, and we grew up together, and it was just hard. I can't put it no other way. It was very hard. He really wanted me, and they really made an effort, and it was just hard. Like I said, the last 3 days, you get money in a raise, but I wouldn't wish that on nobody. It was especially when it's two friends. I know how recruits feel when they're down to two schools, and one day is this school, the next day is that school. Anything can trigger, but I just got to say, the 8 years spent here really invested and really meant something, and that really played a big part, and our administration. I'm not just throwing that out. This is a good administration to work for.
Vince, you said how difficult the experience was. How do you think that experience that you just went through is going to make you an even stronger recruiter than you are right now?
It's definitely going to, I'm going to be seeing them guys in a couple months on the spring recruit, and we all know it's no secret they're going to battle. They want Ohio. And it's a thing where I think most kids should see, I have been here now for 8 years and had a lot of opportunities to go other places, and I really like what we built here. But I'm like I said again, it was tough. If it would have been anybody else, if it was any other coach, it would have been easy. But that one was tough.
Couple more, John.
Vince, because of your relationship with Coach Tucker and that staff he's building there, what's it going to be like recruiting against them now as you're going for these same guys in Ohio? And are you going to use your choice as a pitch to these recruits too?
Once I decided to stay here, my message always go. I don't care who I'm recruiting against. Be my brother. The message is, we gonna keep our foot in Ohio. We gonna win there. I think it's probably a little more intense now because the way this thing played out. But to me, it's just gonna be a thing where we have to keep really recruiting Ohio hard. A lot of people see the success we have, and a lot of other schools. Just like I was at the high school clinic last week, and a lot more SEC schools were there. Because they saying, man, Kentucky really got players there. Well, we should get them too, and so we got to keep our footprint there.
Okay, last two, Lonnie and then Ben.
Vince, having worked there before and Michigan State before, and knowing the terrain and knowing the school, whatever, that made it they give you more information to work on to make a decision.
You said you was in Michigan State?
You You worked there before, didn't you?
No.
I thought you was on the Saban.
No, I played for Saban in Toledo. No, I never.
Oh, my bad.
No, only Big Ten school I was in Nebraska. But like I said again, this is going to be. Mel Tucker's a good coach. He's a good recruiter, and I can tell you this: a lot of them Big Ten schools probably not happy he's at Michigan State because he is a good recruiter. But we're good recruiters too, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be funny and a battle to watch because they making saying Ohio's their first place they're going to try to get in there. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay, last one, Ben.
How much contact did you have with Coach Stoops over these past few days, and just what was his message to you?
What was his message to me? That's probably something. I have to do a 30 for 30 on when coaches and is about to leave, and you go through them conversations because they ain't always pretty. I mean, they're tough. But I will say this: I am very close to him. I actually think you take friendship for granted both ways, and there's no doubt in my mind that he's a real good friend first. And he shared with me why he did not want to lose me, and it would have been hard to leave him too. We pretty close. I mean, it's not like that in the coaching business. It's all about business. But where we're from is a very smart, small town, and his uncle sent me a text that kind of like shifted the thing. It was kind of like a mafia guy sending you a text like saying, "Hey, you better keep your butt there." And it was all jokes. But I really appreciate Uncle Bob, his dad's brother, sent me a real touching text. So, no, I love Mark, but we still in a business. And did our friendship play a big part in this? Yes, it did. Because anywhere else for what Michigan State offered, I think probably would have. A lot of other coaches would have took it, but with my relationship with him, and like I said again, this is not a sell pitch. My relationship with the community really played a part, and administration. I say, well, I don't really know the unknown up there, but I know what we have here, and I didn't want to leave it. So.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.